Darling, you send me, I know you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Aoife, it's nice to meet you. So today I have a super exciting video. So this is my part 2 anti-haul. So I have done this before and I will leave my anti-haul part 1, not part 1 but like, you know, video 1 down below. So this is a few months later. Lots of makeup brands have brought out new summer makeup and stuff, so I'm going to be picking the ones that I have no interest to buy, or just don't suit me, or just don't sound interesting to me, or just something I wouldn't spend my money on. And I'm just going to be basically telling you the product and telling you my reason why and stuff. So I just want to like put out there that I'm not trying to like be mean or anything. This is just a fun video. Lots of people do it on YouTube. It's just kind of, it's something different, it's something interesting, it's something fun. So I just thought I would do a part 2 because I loved doing my part 1 and it was very interesting, and it's so cool to see products back then that were new and products products now that are new. So I have 20 products on my phone screenshotted of products that I screenshotted last night when I was planning to do this video. So I will put them on the screen as I'm talking about them. Okay, so we're gonna just jump right into it because I have 20 products. This video might be a little bit long. So the first product is the Life Glows On Illuminator palette, and this is by Laura Getter. I have no idea how to pronounce this. And this is €23.75 for 3 highlighter shades in like a little palette. This is really cute packaging, let me start off first by saying. But I feel like the shades are a bit weird in the palette, like especially the middle one. I feel like that would be very hard to suit someone. The one on the lighter one is very light, and I feel like all 3 colours are very weirdly like toned and stuff, which would lead me to like not being able to suit my skin type. Probably most people who have lighter skin types would not be able to suit 2 of these colours. You would just be buying it for the colour on the right, which is like the lightest one, which is Diamond Dust. The one on the left is very purpley. If you can see from the swatches on the person's arm in the picture just down at the bottom, it is very purpley as well. I feel like the actual design of the product is really cool, and the packaging also is really cool. But I feel like if I was to buy this, I would just be spending, you know, €24 on just one highlighting shade, and I feel like that would not be worth it. The next product is very interesting actually. So this is a Magic Makeup Repair Kit, and it is €17. So it's like a mousse. I read up about this just because I was like very curious to what this was. It is a mousse that you spray on to like broken eyeshadows, broken highlighters, broken whatever you want, and those little things are to like press them down again to like fix them basically. I think it's a good idea. It's a very smart idea. I think for €17 for this, like, you know how there's like Vaseline and stuff, you can DIY it at home. I feel like it is a very creative idea, but I feel like the price is just a little bit too high for what it is. I haven't actually seen a product like this before, which is very interesting, and like fair play to them that they're very creative and stuff, and even with the little puncher things to like flatten the product, like it's good. I have to give it to them. So the next product is the contour kit by Be Bold, and this is $22.50, and this is a 3 shade contour kit. One looks like a highlighter and then the other 2 look like bronzers, contour shades. It's a good price, $22.50 for 3, like a highlighter, bronzer, contour, but the only thing is it is very, how would you say this? It's very like orange toned. It would suit just kind of one type of skin tone. It's not very versatile at all. The highlight shade is very pretty. I feel like it is very, very orange, and even if it was suiting a pale skin tone, I feel like it is still very orange for the pale skin tone. So I wouldn't be able to justify buying it because of that. The next product is the Heavens BOOHOO highlighter by Stila. So these ones come in 6 different shades. The shades here are purpley, kind of like a whitey kind of colour, and then a very goldy colour. I feel like these shades are all, 3 of them are all very, very dark. I know that there's 6 shades of them, but they're still very dark. And I feel like having a big, huge purple highlighter for $32.95 is just a bit ridiculous. Like, who's going to use purple highlighter every day of their life, that's going to be worth spending that much money on just a purple highlighter. Like, I don't mind if you get like a purple highlighter in a set of like 6 highlighters or something, like in a palette, but buying just one purple highlighter, I feel like that's just not going, like, for €32 is just very expensive. So that's kind of why I was like instantly put off that. So the next product is the Soul Blooming eyeshadow palette by Nebla. I am like butchering these names. This is $36.50, and this is basically an eyeshadow palette. It is very nice. It actually looks really nice. This one I was a bit like, I didn't really know about it. But I feel like you couldn't really wear this on a day-to-day basis. You could only ever wear the first line of colours on a day-to-day basis. The dark blue is just very like out there. I've never seen a dark blue kind of look like that, and I feel like it is very expensive for what it is. It's just 12 tiny little shades. You only get 11.6 grams of product in here, and I feel like that is so little for the price. And if you're not going to be using it every day, kind of justifying it, I feel like it just would not be worth it. So that's kind of my reasoning on that. The next product is by the Balm, and this is the Nude eyeshadow palette. This is 11 grams of product, and also this is also 12 shades. It's €37.63, and I just feel like all the shades are kind of like the same brown tone. There is like no colour in here whatsoever. I feel like that's a very expensive palette just for like no colour whatsoever. I love the packaging of the product. I love how like they're covering up the people with the actually palette, like, and I love how the names of the eyeshadow are like describing words of people's personality. I feel like that's very interesting as well. It's also nice how it has a big mirror, because it's handy on the go and stuff. I just feel like this is kind of the same as last time. It's very expensive for what it is. It's just a small tiny little bit of eyeshadow, and I just don't feel like it would be worth it. I don't feel like I would justify buying it. The next palette is the Most Wanted palette, To Go number 8 Trend, and this is €22.25, and it's just all dark shades. I feel like no one could ever use this. I feel like if you use this very often, people would like see that you were only using the same eyeshadows. You have no like change into your makeup look. It's just all very dark blues, and I feel like you can't really wear dark blues very often. So I think just because of the colour range in the palette, I just wouldn't be able to justify buying it. Although it is a nice palette and I haven't seen anything like it before, but I just don't think it would be worth the money. So the next product is the Nude blush, and this is the Kevyn Aucoin, I think is how you pronounce it. This is €30.25. I feel like all the websites pricing is like all like weird. It's not just like €30, it's like €30 and like something cent. It's like silly. This is really, really cool. I just think it's so cool how there's like a fade in the product. I think I've never ever seen that before. I think it's so fancy looking. It's very expensive looking, even though it is expensive for a blush. It's €30. I think the two top shades, they're just, as in like the red one and the dark pink one, would you wouldn't really be able to use them that much. I feel like if I was going to buy one, I would buy the lighter one, which is this one here. It is still very peach. I have a blush like it. I actually have it right here, I'll show you. It's kind of the same colouring as this one here, if you can see. This one was only like €4 and this one here is €30, so there is a really big difference, and I think that's why I wouldn't buy it, just because you can get drugstore ones that are perfectly the same and are 1/5 of the price. The next eyeshadow palette is also from the Balm, and this is the Meat Matte. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's an eyeshadow palette by the Balm, and it has tiny little colour palettes in it. It is very handy on the go and stuff, but I feel like for £31.75 it is very expensive for the size of the shades you get. Like, you only get 9.6 grams of product, which is very small, and I think for the price it is a little bit ridiculous. I really love how it's compact though. I love the mirror. I love the packaging with the little hearts. The colours are very nice actually. I probably wouldn't go with the bottom right ones as much, just because they're a bit darker and stuff, but it is nice. But I feel like a lot of palettes have these shades in them, and I feel like it just wouldn't be worth it for the price. I don't know. The next palette is by Tarte, and this is Be a Mermaid and Make Waves eyeshadow palette. This is €43, and I feel like this has been a very controversial palette, how they've tried to kind of like they've tried to like make loads of products from the one, like, I don't know, it's just, I've heard a lot of controversial things about this palette and how it's like not actually usable kind of thing. It is lovely. I feel like if I got this in person I'd be like wow, but I feel like seeing it on here and like seeing the actual colours of it, I'm like no. I feel like the shades in it kind of look like the Jaclyn Hill palette. Like, you do have the dark blue, you do have like the reddy nude, you have the nudes, you have the glimmer, like shimmers, and I feel like if you bought the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette and you bought this, you were just doubling up your eyeshadows. So I feel like for €43, if you do have the Jaclyn Hill palette, I wouldn't buy it. But I feel like everyone almost now does have the Jaclyn Hill palette, so if you were going to get a palette and it was this one or the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Jaclyn Hill palette has way more shadows in it and is cheaper, and this one has less and is dearer, so I think for that reason I wouldn't buy it. The next thing is also from Tarte. This is from the same collection. This is Minutes to Mermaid Brush Set. This is €43 for 5 brushes. I think that just said it all. I think you can, no joke, you can get the exact same brushes in Primark for like €4, and I think you get like 8 for €4, so I just think that's not worth it at all. Just so expensive for 5 brushes. Like, I just think it's so expensive for 5 brushes. Like, I just really think that's just crazy that they can price it at that for 5 brushes. I don't know. The next product, I went on to Cult Beauty and then I went to New In products. So the next product is the Essential Jet Set Matte Eyeshadow Palette. This is 6 grams and it's £19. This is a really nice, I feel like I've seen this palette going around, floating around the internet, and like people have used it on everyday basis but have got bored of it because you don't really have any colour except one kind of bright brown kind of colour. For that reason I feel like it wouldn't be worth it. I like to have the options of colours and the options of day to night kind of colours. I feel like I wouldn't really use any of these, only the second one to set my lid, the first brown to like, you know, put in my crease or whatever, maybe a tiny bit of the light brown if I'm like going for more of a night kind of look, and then the 5th one for, you know, more daytime looks, kind of like to blend out the browns. And I would never touch the black, so I feel like it's just not worth it for what it is. The next product is the Champagne Rose Illuminator. This is 4.82 grams. It's £36, which would be, it would be well up in the 40s in euro. It would be well up in the 40s in euros if you converted that. It is a beautiful colour, and I love how it's like a mousse kind of gel kind of formula. It's not powder. I really like that. I think it's different. It's nice. I feel like this would be such like a daytime natural kind of glow. I just feel like the price, like £36, is a lot of money just for like a tiny little highlighter. And I feel like for powders, most people love powders. They're just very convenient. You don't get your fingers dirty, you know. It's just very convenient, and for the price of this, I just don't think it's worth it. I would like to get this, but I just wouldn't like to pay for it. The next product is the Karl Lagerfeld, maybe, brush set. This is the Chiral Brush Set. This is £40 for 5 brushes. Also, like, this is actually more expensive than the Tarte brushes, so I definitely wouldn't do that. And it's 3 brushes, which is like totally ridiculous for the price. I do love his design on them though. I have to say that I like this design better than I like the mermaid tail design. But I still think it's like a ridiculous price for brushes. The next product is the Lime Crime Highlight Opals and Diamond Crusher Trip Duo. This is like the highlighter and like a lip gloss kind of thing, I think. So this is £40. You get a lot of product here, like a lipstick and a palette for £40. I wouldn't buy this though, just because the highlighter are purple and yellow, and then there's actually one that I would use, like more normal people would use this on a daily basis, but I feel like yellow and purple, they just aren't for everyday use. I'm not sure what this product is, if it's like a gel liner or whatever, but I just feel like this colour is also very unusable on a day-to-day basis, so I would not be buying it. Yeah, that's my reasoning for that. It's very quick and easy. The next product is the UMA Absolute Aging Lip Oil for £27. This is like a skincare product, and this is an anti-aging lip oil. I don't really know what to say about this. I feel like they're completely using, just completely using the concept of like the word anti-aging. Like, I feel like when you're getting older and stuff, you see the word anti-aging, you just run for it and like hope it works. And I feel like this is a lip oil. Like, whose lips actually age, and like who wants to have an anti-aging lip oil? Like, it's not really going to make that much difference. Like, people aren't going to be like, wow, your lips are looking younger today. Like, I just do not see the point of this. Like, I can't wrap my head around this at all. I feel like this is just a complete money-making scheme. I just don't know how they made this and brought it out. I don't know. It is very expensive for a lip oil. I mean, like, you can get Carmax for like €3. You can get Baby Lips. They're really good. They're moisturising. When you keep your skin moisturizes, that is basically anti-aging. Like, I feel like anti-aging is, you know, can be prevented by skincare. It doesn't have to be by a lip oil. Like, you could just moisturize your lips every day and take good health. Like, you don't need this oil. Like, they're just trying to get you to spend money. Next two products kind of go hand in hand. So this is the Nars Night Garden eyeshadow palette for €39. This is just, you get a lot of product. Like, the eyeshadow is big in the pan. The packaging is really nice. I feel like having a dark grey, dark blue dark green and a yellow, just you can't really put them together. I just feel like this is the most random palette I have ever seen. It's €39, which is very expensive for this random palette, that you would have to have another palette to like create a full look. Like you can't just create a look from this palette alone. So I feel like it's just not worth the money. Although I do love the concept how it's the Night Garden palette, because you would find all those colours in the Night Garden, which is smart, but I just feel like it's still a lot of money for a product that you can't use on its own. The next product goes hand in hand, and this is the Prison Rose Lip Powder Palette. This was very interesting to me because I like read the name of it. It's a lip powder palette. And I was thinking, is it like a lip palette? Why is it powder? Are you going to put powder on your lips? And I read up a bit on it, and I did see someone said that it was a powder. That is just a bit crazy to me, how you put powder on your lips. I feel like it would be very drying. And if you went to like moisturize your lips during the day, I feel like the product would just rub off. So I just don't think that would be for me. I could be wrong. It could be an actual lip normal product. But I just heard someone say that this actually was a lip powder palette. So this is also €39, and I feel like for lips, for €39 it is very expensive for what it is. So I just won't be buying that. You're probably sick of me talking, but this is the last product. This is the Nars Liquid Brush Hot Tin Roof. This is $31.50, and this is basically a liquid brush. This is basically a liquid brush, as you can see by the title. It comes in 5 shades, and I think I just wouldn't buy this just because of a liquid brush. Just kind of like the liquid Illuminator. It's just very full. It's just very like, you would have to get very messy. I feel like compared to like a powder highlight and a powder blush, you can just swipe on your face. It's like easy, it's convenient, you're not messing around with liquids, and I feel like that would be way more not effective, but like way more convenient and stuff for the everyday life. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much all for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't talk too long. It's a very chatty video. I need to hydrate my throat. It feels like the Sahara Desert. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video.